I'm good. A
You
teeny
sure?
tiny little
You look like you're blue.
blue, teeny tiny little headache, but hoping that the bubbles and caffeine and just as cold on my head helps. It honestly feels so good.
I have
Um,
AC on my house right now at 70 degrees because of my two bulldogs. It's funny that you're like, hi, yo, cherry, yo. I don't know where I got that. I'm like, that's my
it's like stuck in my head yesterday for some reason. I must have been in the mood for cereal or something. I don't know.
I
But
know.
yeah, you know what? I need to go put the air back on because it's like we sleep with it and then we get up shivering under the blankets and you go make coffee. No, you boo boo, you go make coffee. And then so we shut it off, right? And then now it's what time? 1:14 p.m. Eastern. So the sun is like blasting out there.
Oh, yeah.
So the air definitely has to go back on.
Yes. Oh my God. You have pink lipstick, me pink lipstick, pink purple in here. Barbie time.
How
Oh,
are you doing? I need a top like that. Like I need a top like that in purple, please. Can you
I
stand up so I can see it?
Oh, you mean my level up shirt? Oh, it's
Oh
gorgeous.
my God. It is black. It is blingy. I need one in purple, please.
Yes,
Please
I
tell
love
me
bling.
now.
I love bling. Level up. That's what I say. I'm gonna make a hat on that too because,
Oh
uh,
yes, I will so rock a pink level up hat because I am
oh
so
yeah, I love a hat, and I think I'm gonna have either black or pink like on the top of the hat because I think it's so cool to just have like level up, and a little brain in there. This is why people ask me about that logo too, and like because these are three different colors, and I said this brain is leveled up. That's why it's sunshine, like it's just
oh, I
oozing
love that
outside of
idea.
the brain. And
I
then
think
this
that's a
part
great
is
idea.
is where your creative side and you're thinking about thoughts and all kinds of creative things. And then once all of these brains level up and you have processed it, now it goes out to the front, which is your mouth.
Hmm.
And that's
I
how you
like
can
it.
level up. That's
I
my
like
thought
it.
process, my logo. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Are you ready? Are you ready to see who we have this week?
Hmm. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let me start by asking you a few questions. What thoughts are actually running through your mind when you wake up in the morning? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Or you're so exhausted, but you still have to get up for the family? You're feeling overwhelmed and full of anxiety about your job, or maybe you don't even have a job at all. You feel out of control with your emotions, or you live in this toxic relationship with fear and uncertainty. Maybe you worry about money every waking moment, or you're frustrated, you're confused, you're lost. You just wish you could teleport into the body and the life that you dream about inside of your head. I actually get it. I was all of the above, plus more. My name is Lisa Marie, and I am so honored to be invited to be part of the Level Up Academy's 50 Inspirational Connections, created by the dynamic duo Sisters of Service, Dr. Constance Leyland and Nicole Angai-Galindo. Because of my own backstory of living in survival for basically over 3 decades, lots of abuse, lots of sickness, multiple surgeries, and even facing bankruptcy, and that's actually just to name a few. I've worked tirelessly on myself to turn all of my pain into my superpowers. And so for the last 30 years, through my careers in the military, medical science, holistic wellness, leadership development, it's been my personal mission to transform the lives of people they're ready to break free of their past and the mind and the body that they're actually trapped in because of that. I am here to challenge the status quo, and I'm a bit of a disruptor, and the people who know me will agree. But my beautiful mentor, Mr. Jim Rohn, would say, walk away from the 97% crowd, turn around and go in the opposite direction. And so I've actually done that all of my 54 years so far, and it has served me well most of the time. It's opened the door to many opportunities and connections with incredible people. And many of them are you people here in this beautiful LinkedIn family. So it's time to rise up and live life on your terms. Time to actually level up, my friends. So I believe everyone has a sleeping giant within them. And I've helped thousands of people reinvent themselves into the person that they were born to be, mind, body, and spirit. And because of my traumatic past, I actually don't see color. I don't see gender. I don't see religion or culture. I actually see human beings. We all breathe air. We all bleed red. And most people just want health, happiness, and inner peace. And so I stand here already as a servant leader of many decades, and to be part of the 50 inspirational connections here on LinkedIn. It's an absolute honor. And I want to provide a ripple effect of a tsunami of value, education, and inspiration, and to, continue to develop the community with courage and great health practices, resilience, compassionate relationships, and so much value that actually comes from my heart to uplift others. And so, just in closing, I want to say to everybody, let's all level up and rise up together. And thank you so much, Constance and Nicole, for organising this. And from my heart to your heart, big love, and see you online.
Oh,
Beautiful, beautiful video.
I know, full of positive thoughts and very personalized and customized to us, as if she's talking to you and I really in this room, right?
Yeah, and she has quite a background of experience there. Surgeries, health, military, she said, I believe.
Yeah, she was in the army for Australia. That's what, and she's a scientist, by the way. I mean, full on background scientist, and that's what when I had her on my podcast, I was like, "Can we talk about that? Like, you hit it a little bit there, but it was listed." And she's like, "Yeah, I did that." But yeah,
No, that is truly amazing. She's very inspirational.
Yeah.
Just from that short video, I get that, and like so many others, and especially what this project is all about is taking all that's happened to us and just putting it back out there, but in a very positive way with a very different spin. I really, really enjoyed that video, and I'm glad that she submitted.
Me too. I love Lisa Marie. She's one of our Aussie friends who buys our books. So definitely thankful for that. Okay, so we're gonna do Stephanie Delfonso next. And let me know when you're ready. Hold on. I should be ready too, but it's not. Okay, here is Stephanie.
Hi, CJ and Nicole. Whether I'm chosen or not, thank you for doing this, because I can't imagine the amount of time it's going to take you to go through all of this, all these submissions, to be able to find somebody to showcase. And you're talking about legacy and impact. And I love that it's not about a popularity contest, and that it really is about stuff that matters and legacy and impact. And I think you both know that I am committed to leaving a beautiful legacy in this world, and the impact I can make with my book, Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Freedom, but also just by getting out there, and not just with the book, but I try very much so to use, whether it's LinkedIn or my YouTube videos, my newsletters, I try to use my platform to help people to understand that they can live a richer life, that the chains of stress and anxiety don't have to define them. Just like Nicole, you don't let your bipolar affect you and to drive your life. You're using it as a way to shine the light for others, as well as really making it your differentiating factor in positioning yourself. So with my book, I have an initiative that I don't talk about enough. And I think that it ties right in line with this. And it is that for every paperback that I sell, I donate a copy to a school or organization that will teach some of these skills from the book to kids, teens, and young adults, because my opinion is they're the ones who have taken the brunt of what's been going on these past several years, not just with COVID, which, hit us globally, but here in this country, the incredible social unrest and political unrest. The kids, teens, and young adults, they have it so much harder than we ever did in our lifetime. And so, like Boba's socks and Tom's shoes, I have this initiative because I've been saying long before I wrote the book that we need to be teaching our kids how to emotionally regulate. And CJ, I know that you have kids. I'm not sure if you do, Nicole, but they need to learn how to do this because we weren't taught this, or at least, I wasn't. As a kid, if I was upset, you're crying, you want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about. Where instead, when we have the opportunity to teach children how to easily calm their stress and anxiety, it changes everything. And kids are not my target audience because it's not a good, viable business model. However, I have a pediatrician, this little girl's pediatrician, who has been sending me kids for more than 10 years if they have any kind of a fear or phobia, because she knows that little girl I just showed you, she used to have to be held down by 2 adults while she was kicking and screaming like crazy to get her shots. And there in that picture, you can see that was in 2020. That was at the beginning of the pandemic. And she was ever so calmly getting her flu shot while no big deal. Right. So that is the legacy that I want to leave is I want to leave a legacy as being the voice of calm. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for your consideration. I hope that I get picked. Whether I do or not, thank you so much for the work you're doing. And if there's any way I can support you in this endeavor, please reach out and let me know.
I'm matching her today, and from the first time I saw her, I fell in love with that picture behind her. And she's been thinking about her lately as well, especially with the audio room this morning and thinking healthy. And I'm like, I really need to go into hypnosis to try to quit smoking with Stephanie.
You should. I had an experience with her. I have a fear of clown. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you have said anything, but every Halloween, if there's a clown, I told my husband, get that away because I will murder it. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, what happened? It happened to me on my birthday. I remember I was 7, and my dad, I was in the Philippines. My dad gave me and sent me a Barbie doll, and that was my first Barbie ever. And when you're in a third world country and someone gives you United States imported items, it's a big deal, right? Most people don't get it, but the people who are living in that situation understand that is a big deal. Well, on my birthday, I opened it. I was so excited. I kept it around. And then my grandma and my uncle thought, oh, we should have a magic show with the clown because everyone always has it. And I'm like, okay, sure. This freaking clown literally said, oh, can I buy your Barbie? I was like, no, it's my birthday gift. It's like, oh, no, I'll give it back. He basically used it as a prop for his show, and he took Barbie's head off.
Oh, he did not. He traumatized you.
That was from my dad, who I've never met.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
And I cried and I laughed and I screamed, and my grandma's like, it's gonna, and then he tried to put it back. I mean, he actually took it with him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna fix it. No. So every time I see a clown, and my husband knows, and it's actually a real phobia. Apparently, he looked it up science-wise. There is a phobia of clowns out there. I didn't know that was a thing, but I was so traumatized. I hated clown. Anyway, Stephanie did a work on me to keep me calm because even talking about it gets me stressed out, and she's phenomenal. I love Stephanie.
Yeah, I remember. I think it would have been my first live, or was it my third live? I don't know. It was on Mike Ashabrana's show on the Hounds, and backstage I was just so nervous, and she totally just calmed me down. I believe we were there. I think we were there with Gail. And she had us do some breathing, and that totally helped me to gain my composure. Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm not doing this thing. But yeah, it is. It's just I hate clowns. Let's do. Let's do Avel.
Hi there. My name is Bill Beckford, and I'm passionate about reading and learning. Anyone who knows me know that reading gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure. I have always been a reader, and I cannot remember a time in my life when I didn't enjoy reading. When my mom died unexpectedly from a heart attack, my heart shattered into many pieces. And I thought for me to get through this situation, this event, I needed to do something that I loved. And I chose reading. I created an event called Read the World. The intent was to virtually visit 30 countries via the books I read. After 4 months, I had read 80 books and I'd visited 30 countries. One of the things I noticed when I was reading nonfiction books, I kept on experiencing deja vu. Haven't I read this before? Haven't I read this before? And I thought there had to be a better way to read. So over the years, I conducted research, I took courses, and what I did evolved over the 10-year period. That was from my mom died until now. And I came up with a concept that I'm calling leadership reading, which is read to learn what you need to know. A lot of people are busy and they say they don't have time to read or they don't understand what they're reading because they're drowning in information. I teach them a better way to read because instead of reading sequentially, they're reading strategically. So they're reading to learn what they need to know. After getting over the fear of missing out, thinking that they'll miss something if they don't read a book cover to cover, they'll start reading using the concept that I teach them, and they find that they're getting through a lot more books. They're getting information that they want so they can solve the problems they have. They can come up with more creative solutions. And you know something? Some of those people start to enjoy reading because they're not getting bogged down in information. So I want to bring back the fun in reading, and that's what I have to say. Thank you.
What do you think, sister?
That was very different, a very different concept. And
Have-
I love so much about that video. Like I lost my mom to a sudden cardiac arrest as well, and more recently with my accident with my knee, and I threw myself into my writing, and it's kept my mom alive. It's helped me to grow so much, and I love that she found almost like a coping mechanism, if you will, that turned into so much more for her. Is that Cheerio? Should I sing hi with a Cheerio to him? Or is Cheerio the girl?
Sorry, that was my wolf. I have 4 dogs, remember that? bark was Athena. She's part wolf. And so if you're uninvited in my house, I don't guarantee that you would have part of your limbs intact.
4. It would take Constance Leyland to have 4. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with my little chihuahua on the bed going, please don't stop whining. Please not now. But back to Avril. Wow.
I love that. I love about what she had with superpower. She used her pain to propel and help others and have them enjoy reading. And I really love that. I have ways of reading, obviously, because I love to read and I also love to teach and I also love to learn. So I have a strategic way of doing that. So I'm glad that she's searching and doing comparative analysis and then making a legacy in her community to help other leaders on how to read what you know. And it's very specific. Yeah, you don't need to read the whole thing. You just need to read aspects of it. And if you're a business leader, you need Art of War from Bai Sanzu. Strategic.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
And I will be one of the first ones to say that I am popular for I don't have time to read. And it's funny because the other day my husband was saying to me, you were so well written. And I said, yeah, I know you're happy about that because I don't talk your ear off anymore. You're like, just go talk the ear off of your LinkedIn friends there. I'm like, still, the fact that I was a very avid reader growing up and all through my teenage years and young adult life, I think played a huge part in my ability to write now in a style that people can resonate with. And that still feels very true to me. So Avril, thank you so much for that video.
That is so amazing. We're going to do Ruth Bay.
Knowing why we get up and do what we do, that is the key to making a difference. Hi, my name is Ruth Bay. Today, I'd like to share with you my story, my passion, and the journey that has led me to this moment. As someone who has dedicated the majority of my career to the creative field, I've questioned what truly drives me, what ignites that fire within my soul each day. You see, understanding my passion and the underlying reasons behind why I do what I do is what allows me to make a real difference in other people's lives. My passion is deeply rooted in my purpose, which is to guide, support, and inspire individuals to be the best version of themselves and live their own purpose. Now, in a business world, this translates into being a guiding and supporting thought leader, assisting companies in developing brands that will carry their unique vision forward. When it comes to my community, I've been fortunate to be recognized for various skill sets throughout my entrepreneurial journey, especially in the realms of marketing and branding. However, there's one thing that I hope my community will truly know me for: a self-proclaimed branding geek who will always have their back, offering guidance, support, and inspiration. My goal is to teach branding to all business owners so that they can thrive and stay competitive in the marketplace. Everything I do is driven by a vision to make an impact, to transform businesses and help them bring their vision to life in a more intentional way. By doing that, I don't just impact businesses, I also touch individuals on a personal level. As a leader, I strive to embody authority and empathy, fostering productive and effective teams that feel valued and empowered to make a difference. Now, whether a business aims to create a lasting legacy for their family's future or has an exit strategy in mind, my objective is to assist them in building the strongest brands with the highest possible brand equity. Reflecting on my own journey, I still vividly remember the day that I arrived in Canada from the Czech Republic as an 18-year-old daughter of an immigrant family. I had a dream since I was a little girl to become a photographer and to make a difference. However, pursuing such a dream seemed far-fetched, with only suitcases, two young siblings, and a language barrier to overcome. And yet, I was determined to defy the odds. I enrolled in school, studied relentlessly, and continued to dream. Graduating from college was a significant milestone, making the path towards becoming the first entrepreneur in my family. Unfortunately, the school failed to teach us how to transform our passion into a viable business. Now, years have passed, and my entrepreneurial journey took many twists and turns. But now I find myself in a position where I can give back and I can provide guidance to aspiring entrepreneurs. By mentoring students who are about to enter the world of entrepreneurship, I hope I can make a lasting impact and help them on their journey to build purpose-driven businesses. Building upon the power of dreams, I hope to create a program that offers small businesses the necessary resources and education to truly understand the fundamentals of business, branding, and marketing. Now, with adequate funding and support, this program would empower entrepreneurs to embark on their ventures from a place of knowledge and purpose. Being chosen as one of the 50 inspirational connections would hold a profound meaning for me. It would signify that I've achieved the level of credibility that I've always strived for. A platform where I can authentically share my vision and mission, making the difference I long to make in the world.
Very well spoken.
I love Ruth. She's a branding person who prefers people over profits. So I want to invite her on our special invite only club because I am filtering. Yes, I know. I'm not LinkedIn. I can only handle people I know. Okay, can't do fake people. But Ruth is definitely one of those person that loves to share her knowledge. I've been to her audio rooms, and her and April Lehan, they're like this, peas in a pod. They've worked together for 20 years, and I love them as a duo for branding and marketing for those two. But what are your thoughts?
It was very nice to get to know her. I know her name. I've seen some of her content, but I can't say that I really know her and knew exactly what she did. And it's obvious, in addition to her experience, that she has the business acumen side of it, having studied for it as well. You tend to see people that have one or the other. Like I have a skill set, I am not studied for it, right? And she has both, and I think that that's super impactful. I can definitely see her as a young girl coming here, with immigrant parents. It reminds me of you and facing the challenges of a different language. I migrated too, without my parents, but I was very fortunate that English is the primary language in Trinidad. I might have a little bit of an accent, but that made integration so much easier. And it reminds me of all the videos as well of people that have come to this country, um, and have worked so hard to be able to build their dreams. That in itself to me is very inspiring.
It is. She's very inspiring. Yeah. I came here with my dad because my parents are divorced and I did not know how to speak English. After a month, literally, I told my dad, I do not want America. I want to go home. Leave me in the Philippines. I can't. I can't. And my dad's like, this is your life now. You might as well just embrace it. I'm like, no, because my classmate just laughs at me all the time, which they do. Because I had an accent, I didn't know what the heck. I didn't even know restroom. We call restroom comfort room. And my classmate literally asked this question: what is so comforting about a stinky bathroom? Are
Oh
you
my.
bathroom? And I was like, because some of our bathrooms are gold gilded, like real gold gilded, and we have, like gums and like all these things. But yeah, you're right. There is no such thing as comforting on stinky bathrooms, but that was so
Listen, some of people's best ideas come up there, okay? Just saying.
I know. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I hated America in the first month because I couldn't speak English and everyone just laughs at me. And I'm like, no one's going to laugh at me. So I learned 3 years of English of ESL in 3 months. That's how dedicated I was because I don't want people to laugh at me anymore.
Very good.
All right, so let's go ahead and share. This one is going to be Tracy Lamb. Are you ready?
Hi, Constance. This is Tracy Lamb, CEO and founder of Smart Caregiving. So my story starts back in 2019. I was broke, had declared bankruptcy, moved in with friends, and gotten divorced. I started my company back then. By 2021, I'd gotten some pretty good traction. I'd won an international award from the International Federation for the Advancement of Healthcare. I was named one of the top 100 healthcare visionaries in the world. But I had also moved in with my parents due to COVID. They were in their late 80s. And I am the middle child, older sister, younger brother. My older sister died 15 years ago in a car crash. My younger brother died 5 years ago from alcoholism. In September of 21, both of my parents started actively declining. And my dad ended up passing. I had to put my company on hold for the next 11 months. My dad passed away in February of 22. And I ended up finding out when he died that he was completely broke. He was completely penniless. And he left $5,000 to my mother when she died. And she was only getting $1,600 a month total each month from Social Security. So we almost were homeless. We ended up having to move into 428 square feet over the next year. I gave my mom the 1 bedroom and I slept on the kitchen floor on an air mattress for a year, and basically built up my business. And in May of last year, my mom came to me and said she wanted me to take Dad's last $5,000 and go all in my business. When I decided to do that, I prayed that night because I am a person of faith, and I decided, and I said, God, I literally have no backup plan, no kids, no husband, no siblings, no father. That was it. So over the next 100 days, I got my first radio show that's on every Saturday morning based out of Palm Beach County, Florida. It's 150,000 people. In August of last year, I went to a TV studio, invited to be on a TV show, took my first and only client and was able to talk about TV. And we dropped our first TV show in January of this year that has now grown exponentially, gone worldwide, and now we're getting our own TV network. So I'm very blessed and very grateful. So thank you so much.
Okay, I feel like that was less than 5 minutes, but that was like, holy crap, a lifetime of stuff in those few minutes. And, I am getting to know Tracy, and it's been such a pleasure. And her story, as quickly as that went by, the thing she said, like, I can't imagine living in 420 square feet. My house is 650, and that's pretty small. That's the living room, and that's the kitchen. Just saying, that's, and then, like, my dad is bipolar 1 with mania, and he definitely wasn't able to be that dad that paid for the wedding, or been able to do what a lot of dads can do for their kids growing up. And that Tracy lost the siblings as well, and she just said, yeah, I'm gonna take care of myself and my mom. Like, I gotta make this happen. That is sheer willpower. It speaks so much to the spirit of survival, of human instinct to survive, and so inspirational. Constance?
I was speechless because she literally lost all of her loved ones at this point, and she's on her last dollar to ask for guidance, right? And whether you believe in God or not, I really truly believe that our life has already been mapped out. And when we really align ourselves and like really looked at what we are all about and who we are as a person and ask for help, somebody somewhere out there is watching and listening. And we are there to just kind of witness the miracle that she's having now. But the journey that she went into and the multiple hats and the emotions and the spirit is keeping you down after down after down after down. I can just imagine Tracy just losing it. But instead of taking it back and said, okay, I'm going to sit here, she still has to take care of her and her mom, right? And so she did not take no for an answer. And life's like, nope, 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 nope. And Tracy's like, yup, 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 yup. She literally did that and said, nope, I'm not taking your nope. I'm going to make my own opportunities and create it. Right. And so she's such a strong role model, whether she has a kid or not. Like all kids and all moms and all adults should really think about that. Right. When you're put so much low and you come out high, it's that adversity that you're going through. And I appreciate her so much, as I know she's so busy, for her to even give us the video. And I apologize for my daughter walking. I saw her. She gotta go to the bathroom. I bought her shoes, and it's Barbie pink. And so she just came here. She's like, I'm going to the bathroom, but I just want to show you, because I bought her shoes when we went shopping the other day. And see, it's Barbie black pink. I think I'm going to buy one too, just to match her, because I love pink.
No, you love pink? Really? I didn't know that.
I know.
That was a really great video. And I know Tracy has some amazing things popping very soon. So very excited.
I cannot wait.
Hi. Oh, hello. My name is Paul Walker, and I'm here so that you can get to know a little more about me and who I am. And I'm here, I took notes. I'm here specifically for the power of 50 inspirational connections. Excuse me. Building a network of growth and possibility. So I took notes. And there are reasons to do this. I have my personal reasons, but the way it's laid out, it's laid out beautifully. So this is Paul Walker. Now, reason number one is expanding perspectives. We're going to get through the reasons, but Paul Walker, me, I believe that I have been doing this reason and the following reasons intuitively. So expanding perspective, you get connections. I've been trying to grow connections on Facebook, growing connections with diverse backgrounds. That's me. I love people. I'm fascinated. So I've been doing this naturally, I think. So then, number two, I couldn't find any index cards. So I have it on paper. Number two, learning. Oh God, learning and knowledge sharing. Well, I'm in technical support, so I'm always learning and knowledge sharing. We have to exchange information, but I think this is about getting to know who I am. Now, Paul Walker is the type of guy, even with learning and knowledge sharing, since I'm a people person, Paul Walker tends to be a leader. So if I have knowledge, I'm going to share it with you. And more than likely, Paul Walker is going to do it by example. So that's why people get inspired. I might be a little quicker or a little smarter, but I do it. Okay. So, and I learn. Smart people invite me to come and learn. The engineers and the people hired than me, they like me. I'm like that. So then, number three, I laugh a lot and I smile a lot. I read something somewhere. Smile just because. Why not? Okay, number three, support and mentorship. Oh boy, that's me again. I think I've been doing this on Facebook. I've been building a network. People know what I'm about. So, support and mentoring. Well, I only have one thing highlighted: create mentors and role models. People on Facebook are coming to me as a mentor or role model because I believe I inspire people to feel comfortable with their authentic self because I'm authentic. And one of the campaigns I've been running on Facebook is, Are You For Real? Mhm. And I inspire people to be authentic. Uh, those are the kind of people that vibrate with me. And those are the kind of people that vibrate in a good way in the universe so that good things happen. Paul Walker is all about positive. Mr. Positivity, this is only supposed to be 5 minutes. So that was reason three from Paul Walker. And there must be a reason number four. Oh, there's even a reason number five. Oh, yes, reason number four, collaboration and opportunities. Collaboration, connecting with other people brings opportunity. Paul Walker loves to connect with other people, especially quality people. So, number four, did I highlight anything? Yes. Collaboration and discovery of new opportunities. If me, Paul Walker, I'm very open and collaborative. So therefore, on Facebook, I'm inspiring people. Be yourself and inspire each other. The way Paul Walker is trying to inspire the universe. And then last but leastly, I know there's a number five somewhere. It's here it is. I love to laugh and make others laugh. Number five, Paul Walker, emotional support and well-being. Well, I think people are forgetting to support each other emotionally and check in on each other. What about your well-being? Well, I was doing that, and intuitively, Paul Walker was checking in, and I used to be a movie star. That's not true. Emotional support. I went on to that platform seeking emotional support and connectivity, and I think I've been inspiring people. If you have a problem, if you feel lonely, there's no shame in my game. And therefore, I'm rising. Therefore, people rise. Human connection, where I think people are forgetting because of technology, everybody's texting, is essential. These are the things I highlighted. Paul Walker inspires people in the fact that human connection is essential. I mean, you wrote this, but I'm on this page. This is essential. Emotional support and well-being is essential for the planet's emotional well-being. And if everybody's vibrating on a good emotional level, then we're all good. So I love the graphic. It's all about all of us. And if some of it can come out of Paul Walker and touch others, then I have existed. That's Paul Walker. Thank you. Bye for now.
He's so cute. I love him.
He's so funny. He smiled and laughed for the whole time. And I love how he keeps speaking about himself in the third person.
I know, me too.
Paul Walker. But then I do that too. I tend to say Nick. Hey, thinking. Not as much, but I love that. He's just, he obviously is very comfortable in his own skin. He's obviously somebody that wants to see others feel the same. And how is that not inspiring? You know, it took me a while to get comfortable in my own skin, and now that I'm here, I wish it on everyone. And of course, if I can find a way to help do that, I want to help do that as well. So, and I also see he spoke a lot about Facebook, and that's kind of cool because this is here on the LinkedIn platform, but there are other platforms to connect. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, this isn't Facebook," but Facebook has its own merits as well, like every platform does. So I'm glad that he came up and spoke.
Yeah, he did say a lot of Facebook, but because he's active on Facebook, and I actually met him on the audio room, one of the audio rooms. I don't remember whose audio room, and he spoke. And I don't remember what he said, but his energy was so there. I'm like, hey, Paul, hit me up and DM me, brother. I have something for you. And you know me, when I feel that connection, I'm pretty open. And I said, I think you definitely want to see what we can help you with, because he is the type of person that loves to help based on that audio room. And he's the type of person that's welcoming. And I like people that have their own sets of skills, they know who they are, and are willing to share their knowledge. I'm so big on sharing knowledge. This is, yeah. So when I see people who are willing to share their knowledge, and he's in tech support, I love tech. I love drone, and apparently I'm a wait, what was I? I'm an AI real person. Look, I'm a real
Hey,
person.
hey, let me tell you something. Hey, I am real, okay?
I'm
Oh,
good at tech, and I like to have fun with tech. Doesn't make me a non-authentic person just because I love to play. It's so people are like so black and white, like, oh, if you're authentic, you gotta go in there without makeup. I'm like, girl, no one wants to meet with my eye bags and dark circle. I don't even want to be looking at me with that. I
also,
don't
I think it's
think
just being however you're comfortable. Okay, so if you're comfortable wearing 2 pounds of makeup and you're comfortable wearing no makeup, you're comfortable wearing shorts, you're comfortable wearing a dress, like just whatever.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. But makeup is something like my face. Like, I have to have skincare, I have to have makeup. I'm just that type of person. But that doesn't make me non-authentic because I wear makeup or I
No,
use
it
technology.
doesn't. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I mean, I have to not have wrinkles.
I have
But
wrinkles
anyway,
right here too.
this was an absolutely fabulous show. Again, episode 4. I cannot believe we're at episode 4.
I
I
know we have
believe
like
it's
what,
been,
maybe like 2 or 3 episodes left.
yeah, and it's been, how many months have we been working on this project? 3?
Well, we started in no, June.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh my goodness,
mid-May.
it feels so much longer than that to me.
Yeah, because we have, remember when we started in June, you're like, oh, you have July 1st. You have a month to submit it. So we
Yes,
started like
yes,
mid-May, and then the entire June we brought it up, and then you're like, oh, we have July 1st. We have 30 days after that. And then after that, you just kind of drag on. I'm like, no, stop. No, we're gonna start.
I know. And just a message for the people out there. I feel saddened, but at the same time, my sister's about structure, and thank God, because there has to be structure. We have to build a solid foundation and grow. Otherwise, we're going to implode on ourselves. And I know some people reached out and were didn't get a chance to put their video in, but this has been a major success, and I somehow see this happening again next year. I definitely don't see this not happening again.
Yeah,
um, and hopefully everyone sees the value that Constance and I see in it. Just I'll end it on this note because we keep saying it. Go out there and be inspired
and
by your own story.
yeah, but also pay attention to the instructions, guys, and the due dates. Like seriously, when you're at work, you can't just tell your boss, I feel like 2 months from now this would be done. It doesn't work like that, okay? There's a due date, and even though it's a free project, it is a due date in there. So I appreciate you, Nicole, and I appreciate you. We'll see you on Friday. Bye, everybody. Level up, everybody. Level up.